Sri Lanka. The name itself conjures up images of paradise, lush green landscapes, pristine beaches, ancient temples, and vibrant culture. This island nation, nestled in the Indian Ocean, is a feast for the senses. From the moment I stepped off the plane, I was enveloped in the warmth of its people and the intoxicating aroma of spices. My journey began in Colombo, the bustling capital city. The air was thick with the scent of frangipani and the sound of tuk-tuk horns. Colorful markets overflowed with exotic fruits, fragrant spices, and intricate handicrafts. But I yearned for the serenity of the countryside. I ventured into the heart of Sri Lanka, where rolling hills were carpeted in emerald green tea plantations. The air was cool and crisp, a welcome respite from the tropical heat. Monkeys chattered from the treetops as I hiked through dense rainforests, their calls echoing through the ancient ruins of lost civilizations. Sri Lanka is a land of contrasts, a harmonious blend of old and new, where ancient traditions meet modern aspirations. It's a place where you can lose yourself in the beauty of nature, immerse yourself in the richness of culture, and discover the true meaning of adventure. Imagine a towering rock fortress rising dramatically from the heart of the jungle. This is Sigiriya, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Sri Lanka's most iconic landmarks. Legend has it that this ancient citadel was built by King Kasyapa in the 5th century AD, a refuge from his vengeful brother. The climb to the top is not for the faint of heart, but the reward is well worth the effort. As I ascended the steep steps, I was greeted by breathtaking views of the surrounding countryside. Ancient frescoes adorned the rock face, depicting graceful maidens and vibrant scenes from a bygone era. Halfway up, I encountered the famed Lion's Paw, a massive gateway carved into the rock. Only fragments of the lion's paws remain today, but one can only imagine the awe-inspiring sight it must have been in its prime. Reaching the summit, I stood in the ruins of King Kasyapa's palace, gazing out at the endless expanse of jungle. The wind whispered tales of ancient kings and epic battles, a reminder of the rich history that unfolded on this very spot. My journey continued to Kandy, the cultural capital of Sri Lanka. This vibrant city, nestled amidst rolling hills and a serene lake, is home to the sacred temple of the Tooth Relic. This revered temple complex is one of Buddhism's most important pilgrimage sites. As I entered the temple, the air was thick with the scent of incense and the sound of chanting monks. Intricate carvings adorned the walls, depicting scenes from the life of Buddha. The highlight, of course, is the inner sanctum where the sacred tooth relic is enshrined. While I didn't see the relic itself, the atmosphere was electric with devotion. Pilgrims from all over the world offered flowers, lit oil lamps, and whispered prayers. I felt a sense of peace and tranquility wash over me, a reminder of the power of faith and spirituality. Every evening the temple comes alive with the rhythmic beat of drums and the chanting of monks during the traditional puja ceremony. It's a mesmerizing spectacle that transports you to another world. Next, I ventured into the cool, misty hills of Nuwara Eliya, Sri Lanka's tea country. Here, emerald green tea plantations blanket the rolling hills, creating a scene straight out of a postcard. The air is fresh and invigorating, scented with the aroma of freshly brewed tea. I visited a tea factory where I learned about the fascinating process of tea production, from plucking the leaves to drying, rolling, and packaging. Of course, no visit to Nuwara Eliya is complete without indulging in a cup of freshly brewed Ceylon tea. Nuwara Eliya also retains a charming colonial ambiance, with its Tudor-style houses, manicured gardens, and quaint tea rooms. I felt like I had stepped back in time as I strolled along its streets sipping tea and enjoying the cool mountain air. Ella, a small town nestled in the highlands of Sri Lanka, stole my heart. This enchanting destination is a paradise for nature lovers and adventure seekers alike. Imagine waking up to breathtaking views of mist-shrouded mountains, lush valleys, and cascading waterfalls. One of the highlights of my time in Ella was hiking to Ella Rock. The trail meandered through tea plantations, cloud forests, and rocky outcrops, offering stunning views at every turn. The sense of accomplishment I felt at the summit, gazing out at the panoramic vista, was exhilarating. Another must-do is a visit to the iconic Nine-Arch Bridge. This architectural marvel, built entirely of brick and cement without any steel, is a testament to the ingenuity of Sri Lankan engineering. I watched in awe as a train chugged across the bridge, disappearing into the lush greenery. From the cool highlands, I headed to the sunny eastern coast of Sri Lanka, to the laid-back surfer's paradise of Arugam Bay. Here, golden beaches stretch as far as the eye can see, pounded by the waves of the Indian Ocean. The vibe is relaxed and bohemian, with a mix of surfers, backpackers, and locals enjoying the simple life. I spent my days learning to surf, the warm water and gentle waves providing the perfect playground for beginners. In the evenings, I'd relax on the beach, watching the sun paint the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple. Arugam Bay is also a great place to experience Sri Lankan wildlife. I took a boat trip through the nearby lagoons, where I spotted crocodiles basking in the sun, exotic birds soaring overhead, and elephants bathing in the water. My Sri Lankan adventure wouldn't be complete without a visit to Gal Fort, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This historic fort, built by the Portuguese in the 16th century and later fortified by the Dutch, is a fascinating blend of European architecture and South Asian influences. I strolled along the fort's ramparts admiring the well-preserved colonial buildings, charming cafes and boutique shops. The streets were alive with activity, a mix of locals going about their daily lives and tourists soaking up the atmosphere. I visited the Dutch Reformed Church with its massive wooden beams and ancient tombstones, a testament to Gala's colonial past. I also enjoyed browsing the many art galleries and antique shops, discovering unique treasures to take home as souvenirs. Sri Lankan cuisine is a vibrant explosion of flavors and aromas, a tantalizing blend of spices, fresh ingredients, and culinary influences from its diverse history. From spicy curries to fragrant rice dishes, fresh seafood to tropical fruits, Sri Lanka is a food lover's paradise. One of my favorite dishes was kotu roti, a street food staple made with chopped roti bread, vegetables, meat, and a blend of spices, all cooked together on a hot griddle. The combination of textures and flavors was simply divine. I also enjoyed indulging in string hoppers, a breakfast favorite consisting of thin, steamed rice noodles served with curries and sambals. And of course, no Sri Lankan meal is complete without a cup of Ceylon tea, its rich aroma and delicate flavor the perfect way to end any meal. As my Sri Lankan adventure drew to a close, I found myself on the beach one last time, watching the sun dip below the horizon, painting the sky in a breathtaking display of colors. The sound of the waves crashing against the shore, the gentle breeze, and the warmth of the sand beneath my feet filled me with a sense of peace and contentment. Sri Lanka had captured my heart. It was a journey of discovery, a tapestry woven with vibrant threads of culture, history, nature, and adventure. I had explored ancient ruins, hiked through lush rainforests, relaxed on pristine beaches, and immersed myself in the warmth of its people. As I boarded the plane, I knew this wasn't goodbye, but rather, a see you soon. Sri Lanka had awakened a thirst for adventure within me, a desire to explore new horizons and experience the world's wonders. And as I looked out the window at the receding coastline, I made a promise to myself to keep seeking out new adventures, to embrace the unknown, and to let the spirit of exploration guide my path. So, to anyone seeking adventure, I urge you to add Sri Lanka to your travel list. This magical island nation will captivate your senses, ignite your soul, and leave you with memories to last a lifetime. Go forth, explore, discover, and let the world be your playground.